The coach was basically like, look, you're probably not going to make it as a fullback, but we do need a goalkeeper, so if you want to jump in, we'd be grateful to have you. And I didn't. I said no. I was like, absolutely not, I'm not going to be a goalkeeper. And then fast forward, I think 2 or 3 years, the club team that I was playing for needed a goalkeeper again at the time, so I was like, you know what, I'll just try it out, see what happens. And I really enjoyed it, so just sort of took off from there.
Just before half-time, and it's a great save by Mackenzie Arnold, best of the night so far for the Australian shot-stopper.
It was never a big aspiration for me to, play in the Matildas, because I think it was never really on show for us when we were growing up, so it wasn't something that I really had to look forward to or look up to. Yeah, it was never a big goal for me, so I think as the next steps came, I didn't really take them very seriously, and ultimately when I was at under-17s camp, I was just a little bit too blasé about it. Late to meetings, late to training, you name it, that was me. So it wasn't ideal for me, but I think as I started getting 18, 19 years old and had a few conversations with some coaches and really pulled me into line and made me aware that this is actually something that I could do for my future, is sort of when I started taking it a little bit more seriously. It's been a massive roller coaster. It's just like, I think now that it's all happening, it's almost like this is what I've been waiting for. Everything that's happened is now worth it because of this last 6 months. So I will put it down to, obviously, it's a lot of my own doing and my own mindset. I put a lot of faith in other people's beliefs. I think I always waited for someone to believe in me, whether it was coaches, my teammates, my family, whatever it was. I think now, looking back in the mindset that I'm in now, that it's always been me. It's always been my belief that I needed to take me to that next level.
A familiar rivalry that could meet again in the summer.
It was at that point, yeah, my biggest game of my career for sure. Sort of grabbed the starting position at the previous camp, so it was almost like now it was mine to lose. And I think, if anything, it probably helped that it was England, because I had faced so many of those players in the WSL for West Ham. So it definitely helped my mindset of, you're good enough, you've played against these players for however many years now.
Did very well, the goalkeeper.
You're the same player. Whether you're in England, you're playing for Australia, you've got a West Ham jersey on, whatever it is, you're the same player and you know you can do this. And I think it just took one game at a time. I had to stop focusing on, will I play at the World Cup? Play this game, play well and keep your spot. I think the last couple of games that I've played, I've actually been really, really aware of how I feel in those moments, and then I'll reflect after the game and be like, yeah, that was a good feeling to have. I don't ever want to feel or stress over feeling nervous or stressed over feeling excited. My biggest regret would probably be the period before Olympics. I did my MCO, I did a grade 2 on my MCO, and I came back from that and I wasn't ready, but I was ready enough to play. Mentally I was not at all, but I was just like, yeah, put me in, I'm good, I can play. I absolutely blew it. That just snowballed on, and 3-month period was the lowest of my career, 100%. This is something that I never ever want to feel again. I don't want to sit in the stands and watch my team succeed and not be a part of it. I needed that. I needed to feel like that to pull me out and get me to this spot that I am now. After COVID and everyone having masks on and everything else, that was probably the biggest moment that I was like, you're lip reading a little bit more than you think. My brother actually was diagnosed with hearing loss when he was, I think, 2 years old, so he's had hearing aids his whole life. And I spoke to him about it and I said, look, are these the symptoms of it? I'm in big groups and I just feel myself zoning out a little bit because I can't keep up with the conversation, or I can't hear the person to my left, my right, whatever it is. He said, do you want me to look around? I'll find you a hearing centre and just go there, have a test and just see what they say. Yeah, I went and got my hearing checked, and straight away the lady was like, yeah, we need hearing aids. So just the reality of actually wearing hearing aids for the rest of my life, that was just, it wasn't something I was willing to accept. Yeah, ultimately I didn't really have a choice at the end of the day. My quality of life, obviously, that is the most important, and I was willing to do that, so.
The 2023 Cup of Nations Player of the Tournament is Mackenzie Arnold from the Combat Matildas.
I would love for people to look at my whole career and just know that it's never too late. I'm 29 now, and realistically, in a goalkeeper year, maybe that's not too old. But it has taken me, 10 plus years to get to this spot. It's just nice to know that I am at this spot now, and everything that I've done previously has got me to this spot. So yeah, I would like people to look at my career and just know that it's never too late.